What's up, everybody? I am back with another video. Today's video is going to be unpopular opinions video. I don't know, as I was taking time and just like experiencing life and on the internet scrolling, I was like, I have something to say. So now I'm about to say it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I wanted to talk about the Black community because who would I be if I didn't call out what I see needed to be called out? And the first thing I want to talk about is a lot of Africans and Caribbean Black people are prejudiced to African American people. They aren't always nice and like to deny us as one just because of where we were born, yet are the same to want to be in America and use African American culture. I know that sounded like a lot, but I have seen and experienced for myself the disdain people who are not Black people who were not born in the US have for African American people. For one, I want to talk about Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat was like, African Americans, Black people, they don't have no culture.
All my who are not cultured at all, stop riding. I don't want to hear, like, when I'm asking general questions, I'm not asking y'all, stop riding. Y'all is black. You're black. You're just black.
Sir. just because you are an immigrant and you feel like, you grew up a certain type of way, you are still a Black man. If you are, I don't care where you were from in this world, right? And you are Black, as soon as you move to America, you are going to be treated like an African American, and you should know how they treat us. So I do not understand, and I cannot fathom why they're always trying to make a separation between us, right? Like, I understand culture, but at the end of the day, you are still one of us and we are still one of you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there was this another video I saw on TikTok where she was like, she called them dirty, whatever. She called us like dirty and whatnot. And I was just like, that was just so nasty.
Cool. As far as I'm Haitian. Why? Where you from? What's your background? You American? Dirty Black American?
Wait, what?
Huh? What?
Wait, what'd you
American? Black American? What?
No. Hold on. You said dirty Black American.
You heard that? You just asked me what I said. I did.
Why you say that?
Because that's what y'all are.
That was just so nasty. Like, why would you call people who look like, and you know what? Why would you call anybody that, especially people who look like you? It's just like, it's just really sad. And it's just like, it's very much a, read the room situation, okay? Because we're from different places. They put us all in one space. Like, we all look, I'm telling you, we all look like somebody. We got ancestors somewhere. So I don't know what this whole, we're not alike thing. It's just so stupid to me. And another thing that is so stupid to me is texturism in the Black community, the natural hair community when it comes to braids, okay? So I wrote, your braids aren't lasting long and then breaking your hair off because your stylist is using edge control in your scalp. I know you guys seen those videos where the hairstylists are parting your scalp, right? And they're putting all this gel on it. Never has that, I don't even think that's the right way to do it. And that has never been a thing until recent age. Like, this is like a recent thing braiders have done. I remember when you would go to the African shop, right? They are not putting all of that stuff in your scalp. They're probably putting grease or making sure your hair is moisturized when they braid your stuff together. You have to understand, there are so many chemicals in edge control. Like, I could just put a list. These are like just a list of all the ingredients that are made to make this product, right? And one of the major ones that they have is alcohol, right? You can get an alcohol-free edge control, but let's be real, y'all are not doing that. So my thing is, if you're using a product that has all of these chemicals, right, you need to be mindful that they're putting it all through your scalp and through the shaft of your hair. Whatever. They're putting it in your scalp and then in the shaft of your hair. Why are you braiding all those chemicals in your hair like that? And it's thick, It's thick and you gotta let it dry, because I see a lot of videos of them letting the braids dry. Like, I'm telling you, you're not supposed to be putting all of those chemicals in your hair. If braiding your hair is supposed to be a protective hairstyle, why would you put something damaging while it's trying to protect? And then you gotta understand, there's some shedding. People be like, oh, my hair is falling out. No, there's some shedding when you get some box braids after you get them taken out, right? But there shouldn't be a lot. There should not be a lot. There should not be a lot. Your hair should not be thinning out because you got box braids. They are not doing your box braids right. And the reason why they are doing that, right? And I stand firm on this, and because people like to make it seem like they don't want to talk about the bigger elephant in the room, right? And the bigger elephant in the room is texturism. There is no way. Oh shoot, my light just came, like, dang. Frick. Is it dead? Oh, we're back. I hope it's not dead. Anyway, is it because of texturism? What was I saying? Yeah. The gel is making your hair look slick, and it's looking different. It's mimicking a certain type of texture, a looser texture, right? Oh my gosh, I don't know, right? It looks like it, especially when you're putting all that gel on. I'm gonna show you I wish I can show you an example of what I'm talking about. Anyways, when you do that, it makes the hair look like it's a different texture. That is texturism. Box braids or braids in general are just supposed to be an extension of your hair. All right. It's supposed to look like it's yours. You could do different colors, but at the end of the day, it's in your scalp. Why are we trying to mimic a different texture? I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying, because I feel like it could really go over a lot of people's head. Because they're like, oh no, I don't think it's that. But getting your braids done have never ever been that damaging before. The most you'd probably hear about some of a braid being damaging is getting your braids pulled. Like, if you're in the middle of a fight and someone pulls your braids, yeah, it could take your freaking hair out. Or what else? Like if a braid falls out, but that's because it's hanging onto a really thin piece of braids or strand of hair. Anybody's hair would fall out. Like, come on now. Extensions, why people put extensions in their hair? Yeah, because it's thin. You can't hold on to anything. But yeah, that's just how I feel about braids and stuff like that in the natural hair community, because I feel like, no, like, that's a big thing. You need to talk about it. The reason why, and even with the edges, I see it all the time with the edges. Like, type 4 girls will literally straighten their edges to make it like swoop a certain type of way, or to make it like, there's a looser hair texture that like their edges grow a certain type of way, and it looks like, you know, it gives that long, like, bushy type of look, whatever. It's literally like this, but just like looser. And I would see type 4 girls straighten their hair and curl it a certain type of way to give that type of look. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, just embrace your curls. Like, yes, it's fun to like dibble and dabble, you know, curl your hair, do whatever you want with your hair. But it's like, when you're frying, when you straighten your edges, you're literally frying them. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're trying to mimic a certain type of texture, that's more acceptable or liked in the Black community, and you're not fully embracing who you are and your hair type. That's what I'm saying. I hope I put that together nicely. Another thing I wanted to talk about was music. And I think I've mentioned sampling before in a past video, but one thing that has been bothering me is, okay, this new wave of, let me dial it back real quick. Every generation samples after each other. If you are making masterpieces after masterpieces, you're making a song, hit, whatever, somebody is going to sample that. Someone is going to use that. Art imitates art. Art imitates life. We're going to keep recycling and doing and rebuilding and stuff like that. That's art. Okay, that's when I think of art, that's what I think of. Everybody's just remixing, recreating, creating, doing all of that. That's what I think. But I do feel like some people are doing a bit too much when it comes to these samples. Like, I've been talked about how the song isn't even different. You just like, yeah, I was like, the song, you basically didn't even like make the song a different song. You just probably added a verse. You didn't remix anything for real. In my opinion, when I talk about the songs. I think I brought up Jack Harlow. No, I might pull that, what I said in my previous video up. Anyways, I wanted to talk about artists copying artists. I do not like, okay, for one, we're gonna bring up Nicki Minaj for example. Nicki Minaj, regardless of how you feel about her, she's done a lot for the game. Okay, like she's she's pretty innovative when it came to this game, or however she decided to do it. But she's very much influential, and the girls love her and respect her music and respect the craft, right? But I will say this. Why is it every time there's a new female artist, someone has to go out there and be like, oh, you're trying to be like Nicki. You're trying to be like Nicki. I think they did the same thing to Trim. They was trying to say, oh, she sounds like Nicki. Before, because Trim is blowing up now, but like I remember I first heard a snippet of hers on TikTok, and I was like, I'm bumping this. I like how she rides the beat. I like her flow. I like her cadence, and her accent is so cute. But now that she's like blowing up, people are talking about oh, you're trying to sound like Nicki. I don't think she's trying to sound like Nicki. I really don't. When I think of Trim, I think of like some 19-year-old girl from wherever she's from, Charleston or something. I don't know. Do not quote me on that. But she's from a different place. So it's like, I don't know. Like when I think of her, I don't think of Nicki Minaj. I think of her authentic self.
Bitch, now or later, all these bitches be haters. Bitches be hating.
Really. But I'm gonna be real with you. An artist I do feel like kind of copies Nicki is the artist Sunshine. She's a white woman.
He's stiffer than a dick pic, like they came to bang, but bitches don't wanna get this.
And the reason why I feel that way is because her flow and how she just spits, how she sounds, kind of sounds like Nicki Minaj in a way. And it comes off as a bit disingenuous because it's like, is that your sound? Like, are you, like, are you going to give us something different? Because I feel like I've heard everything that Sunshine would say. Like, I feel like I've heard Nicki say, Also, I realized with Trim, and I hate to compare these two. I hate to compare them. I'm not trying to be like one against the other. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just spitting an example of their details, whatever. But with Trim, that's how Trim talks. Like when Trim does interviews and you hear, like, that's how she talks. That's her. But with Sunshine, I remember she was addressing something on Twitter about people saying she's trying to act black or sound like Nicki, and her voice completely changed.
I know this isn't my culture. I just want to be respected and welcome with open arms, and respect is earned. And I get that, but
so there's like, oh, from what you rap and how you talk, and it's like, I don't know. It doesn't seem genuine. It doesn't seem like you're being you. It seems like you're trying to copy Nicki, and people are not liking that, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Kendrick Lamar uses voice changes and voice exaggerations. Who are we to be like, oh, you can't use that. You can't use that. It's just more of like how you're using it is giving another artist. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like there's a few other artists, smaller artists out there who really copy major artists. And it's like, ugh, That's just what I'm saying. Okay, now I want to talk about the trans community. And yes, I know I'm not trans, all right? You could still be an ally. I don't want to hear, oh, you can't speak about this if you're not that. Leave me alone, right? Just my opinion. I don't think men are getting deceived. I don't think men are getting deceived by trans women. In my opinion, this is what I wrote. Hold on. Most men are not being deceived by trans women. They are attracted to them, and it's okay because sexuality is a spectrum. But to kill them because of your attraction is evil. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say right there. How in the world? Okay, now there are some dolls that are further along the transition process, and they look more like natural women. They look more like natural born women. Where there are some dolls that are in early stages of transition, so they're still working with the they're masculine and stuff like that, right? My thing is the stuff that I am seeing, and I hate because I believe no one deserves to lose their life, especially if they're just being themselves. I say that loosely, but in this situation, this is where it's referring to. I think it's so much shame on homosexuality that we are hurting each other, right? All these expectations of what a man is supposed to be and what he's supposed to like and how he's supposed to dress, it takes away life. And I feel like sexuality just puts this big box on anybody, especially a dude, because everyone's like, oh, that's DL, that's gay, that's this. And it's like, no. No, let's actually speak on it. And why I say they're not being tricked. A lot of trans people are open on the fact that they are trans. Like I don't know, is it Thailand or some place in Asia, right? The dolls go by ladyboys.
Of people don't understand what is ladyboy is. That's why it's like every time they ask me this question, it's go viral.
Could you explain like what a ladyboy is?
Ladyboy is outside you look like lady, but if you still have dick, it mean boy. I don't mean like you are boy, but this word can use like lady boy, something like that.
They will tell you they're ladyboys. Like they don't look like it, but they will tell you that they're ladyboys. They will tell you like a majority, and don't get me wrong, there has been cases where people haven't told, but a lot of it is just like, yo, like they are very open by it. Stop, oh, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing. Oh my gosh, you tricked me. Like, chill out. Chill out. You know what you're getting yourself into. You know, when you do what you do and you see that, the hanging friend, you know what's up. Like, I'm not trying to be vulgar, but it's like, stop all that. I didn't know. Yeah, yes, you did. Yes, you did. And it's cool. Sexuality is a spectrum. You like what you like. Maybe you like that. And that's okay. But stop. You're trying to kill people over it. You're trying to bash people over it. It's like, you're doing entirely too much, man. You knew she had a penis. Like, chill out. Chill out. That's just how I feel. I want to dial back this conversation, and I want to talk about Black people again, okay? I got the light back on. Yep, it's off. Maybe I need to charge it. Anyways, I am tired as a Black woman having my beauty always questioned in a way. And as an example, I want to talk about Alandria. Alandria is beautiful. If y'all don't know her, she was a contestant from Love Island, where a bunch of hot people are in the island trying to find love in their ridiculous kind of vanity ass way. It's whatever. It's good television, whatever. But like I said, Alandria is like the diamond of the ball. She came out the scene looking gorgeous, looking beautiful, doing her thing. And don't get me wrong, I see a lot of love on Alandria. So this is not like, oh, all y'all do is hate on her, because y'all do. But I see a lot, especially on my Twitter feed, a lot of love when it comes to Alandria. I just don't like the fact that her beauty gets questioned a lot. If a white woman is beautiful, or she's attractive, or conventionally, however y'all want to, conventionally attractive, right? No one questions her beauty. We're like, all right. Well, Sydney Sweeney. Well, I think us as a collective decided we do not like Sydney Sweeney, right? And what annoys me is y'all will be like, yeah, she's cute. Yeah, she's cute, but we don't like her. Why is it different with Black women? Why is it everyone needs to decide collectively if she's beautiful or not? And y'all know this woman is beautiful. Y'all have to bring them down. It's so freaking annoying. And I see most people do it with darker skinned Black women, but I think it happens to Black women in general, like Ice Spice. Ice Spice is not ugly. She's not ugly. So it's just like, people will literally go out their way and be like, oh, she's ugly. She looks like she has Down syndrome. And I'm just like, y'all are so rude and disrespectful. Like, it was just no reason to just bash this woman's looks. And y'all know, like come on now. It's just, in my opinion, it's so childish. It's so childish, and it's just so mean, in my opinion. Like, I hate where people are like, oh, Alandria, what does Alandria do? What does Alandria do? Why is she famous? White women are just allowed to be pretty, and we don't know what they do. They don't have nothing really going on with themselves. Like, we just know them for being pretty. Yet when it comes to Black women, it feels like we have to earn a reason for visibility. Not only do we have to be conventionally attractive, we have to be talented. We have to have this, we have to have that, just to keep your eyes on us. And I just feel like, no, I love to see a Black woman be famous and get brand deals simply because she's beautiful. Yeah, I don't have to entertain you with everything. I can literally just show up, get dressed up, and boom, y'all love me. So what? So what? Why are we always debating and talking about a black woman's beauty? Why can't it just be set in stone? She's beautiful. Let's give her pearls. Let's give her jewels. Like, why does it always have to be, but what has she done? What can she do for us? You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. Got the light hooked up to the charger, so now we're sitting closer to the outlet. Yay. Anyways, I want to talk about something I seen. Well, y'all, this is probably so late. You're probably like, what, LaShare? Like, you could have been said something. I don't care, though. I wanted to talk about the Bad Bunny performance at the Super Bowl. And this is not to bash Bad Bunny because, like, the man did his thing. He looked good. Like, I mean, you know, I enjoyed myself watching it. What can I say? But I did find it so funny. I find it so funny how Bad Bunny is, he's from Puerto Rico, but it's like the USA. Like, he's putting on this big performance for the US, right? The NFL is like a big thing, especially in the United States. Like, the people take it seriously to the point where they bet money on it. It's pretty serious. And I find it funny how, like, a country that does not, even though Puerto Ricans are American, you know, you guys know what I'm saying, like, Hispanics are being deported. It's so ironic how they don't want them there. They don't want them here. Yet when it comes to performances and entertainment, it's like, yeah, we'll keep you. That is so sad, right? That's why I hate the divide between Hispanic people and black people, because it's literally the same. It's literally the same. Like, imagine somebody or like a group of people hating your guts but wanting to steal and pick everything from you and just want to keep taking from you. What are your resources, style, everything. They just want to keep taking from you. And I just thought, like, even them Hispanic people, it's like, it's so sad. Like, there's no way. There's no way. The football said, we are the people, right? There is no way how, like, you're really performing for this country and they do not like you. They do not like you. Ouch. Like, that is, like, the message, like, it's just like, you know, it feels like a red dot in your face, like a huge elephant in the room. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, like, they're deporting my people, and, you know, I'm going to perform, and I'm going to just have a football that says, we are the people. Like, it's like, ugh, yeah, but ugh, you know? Get the message out. But me personally, I just feel like they don't give a fuck. America just doesn't give a fuck. They don't care. They'll be like, yeah, you can perform. I don't like you. We're probably gonna deport another one of your people. And yeah, you can perform now. Make us laugh. Make us dance. I hate that. Right? I hate that. A lot of people are like, oh no, the performance. You know, don't get me wrong. I think the performance was amazing, but it's like, due to the current state of our country, it's just a slap in the face. I will say it's a slap in the face. It's like, ha, dance for me. I can make you dance. That's just how I look at it. A point that I want to talk about, which ties into a previous point I made about sexuality being on the spectrum. I wanted to talk about male baddies. And before you're like, what are you talking about, male baddies? I'm saying, like, okay, there was this viral video where it's like, men are the new baddies, and they're standing up on the couches with like bags, like clutches or whatnot. Yeah, clutches. Like, in the video with clutches and bags. Like, the niggas got bags on, purses. So, a lot of girls is like, see, this is why I don't mess with men. I don't do none of that. They act like baddies. They act like the bad bitches or whatnot. And to that, I say some men, it's really because of DL culture. It's really because of the secrecy and it's just such a bad thing to be DL. Like, this is like, no, we just know. The reason why men are like that is because it's just easier to cosplay as a straight male. It is. Like, if people look at being gay as stigmatized, I don't care how open they've made it more and you know, this day and age now, like it's still seen as like a weird thing. People were more focused on the fact that Diddy was a homosexual rather than the things that he was doing. Okay, it's not about, oh, it's not that you're a shitty person, it's that you're gay. All right, let's be so for real. Like let's slide everything else out the frame right here. They don't care that you're a terrible person, they care that you're gay. Same thing with Trump. Same thing with Trump. They don't care about nothing. They don't care about nothing he's doing for real. They just, the fact that you gay, man, just throws us off. Like, that's what it is. That's what it is. And that's why I feel like with this whole DL baddie culture, some men, it's just easier to portray as straight. It's easier to just have like a girlfriend who really likes you and you just gay and you just pretend like, you know, that's what it is. You know, lavender marriages are a thing, guys. Like, y'all know that it's a gay man and possibly a gay woman or a woman are in a relationship and they're best friends, so it works out for them. But I think this was even on American Horror Story. I think the season election, whatever. Well, Evan Peters, he was acting like a step up, trying to be like Trump, or a cult leader. He was a cult leader. He was a cult leader. He was a cult leader trying to become president. Ryan Murphy, what the F? Why would you write that? It was a good season though. Whatever. And it has Sarah Paulson in it. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, they had a situation like that too, where the couple who was about to be in the cult, the man was gay. The man was gay and she was straight, and they barely, you know, they coexisted. They didn't like each other, but they coexisted. I say all of that to say that lavender marriages are a thing, guys, and more men are gay. More men are gay than you think. Okay, right? That's just what it is. And I feel that way about. I hate when people are like, they're shoving homosexuality in our kids' throat. Honey, people been gay. That's the world we live in. Like, I hate to break it to you, but no one's shoving it in your child's face. That's kind of the world. Yeah. Like in Good Luck Charlie,
Which one is actually going to be fun? I met the mom, Susan. She's really nice.
Oh, I met her. I thought her name was Cheryl.
No, it's Susan.
Are you sure?
Am I sure that I'm right and you're wrong? Always. Okay, that must be done. Hi!
Taylor!
Hi, Susan.
Hi. Amy, this is Taylor's other mom, Cheryl.
Oh, hi. This is my husband, Bob.
Hey, nice to meet you. Come on in. Come on in.
Charlie was having a play date with this girl, and the girl, her parents were two women. And I remember there was just a lot of, you know, back and forth about that. And I'm just like, it's normal. Like, you need to, in order to make a kid show or in order to make a show, you got to represent the people. And it's like, the show, right, Good Luck Charlie was like it was a home show. It was like a real show. It's like, okay, this is a family and the things they go through and the things their kids go through. Yeah, somebody in their life is gay. So it shouldn't be a big thing. It's definitely a part of your identity, I will say, but it shouldn't be a big thing where it's like, no, the kids should not know about this. Why not? Why not? Yes, Mr. Simmons is married to Mr. Michael. Yeah, okay? Like, why is it such a big deal? Like, I hate the fact that you guys are so, y'all are so bothered by people who decide to live in their truth and decide not to live in a lie, that you try to make it seem like everything they do is wicked in a way. And it's like, no, like, nah, some people gay. That's just how I see it. Now, this last topic that I wanted to talk about was, and you know I had to throw some life in here. This last topic that I wanted to talk about was knowing the difference between a friend, associate, acquaintance, and it will save you a lot of your feelings going forward. I recently was in a situation where I thought I was friends with people and it turned out that I wasn't, or it didn't portray that way, right? Me. I feel like when you place people in such a high pedestal, it gives them an ample amount of room to disappoint you, right? and disappointment, you get in your feelings, you know. It's a lot of back and forth. Like, do I let this person be in my life? Do I continue this? Do I give it some space? What should I do, right? When it comes to your feelings and having your feelings disrespected or played with. I think we place too much emphasis on, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my bestie, when that person has room or hasn't shown you that they're your friend for real, right? They do a lot of fake things. They do a lot of distasteful things to you. And you're just, because you're so close to them or you've been around them for a long time, that's my friend, that's my friend. It's a lot of loyalty and a lot of faithfulness going out to people who do not view you the same. That's what I'm trying to say. They do not view you the same. It's the same thing with relationships. It's like, you're over here being, you know, just the best person. And I'm not saying just dog everybody out, ticks for tat. That's not what I'm saying. I hope, I don't want to give that. What I am saying, it's becoming brighter, like really pretty outside. Not like sunny, but like it's cloudy, but I don't know, the sky, it's still raining, but the sky is like really light. And it lit up the curtains in my room, and it's just so pretty. But yeah, like, what was I saying? Friends, associates. Some people are just people you work with. Some people are just people you know. Me personally, I got into it. I always get into it because I don't like doing this is the friend I go out to party with. This is the friend I go do business with. This is the friend I do assignments with. This is the friend. No, if you're my friend, I want you to be in every walk of life with me, right? I want you to, yes, we're very different, but like, I don't want you to just be my going out friend. I want us to be chilling friends too. I want us to be study buddies. I want it to be like that, you know? I hate that certain people for certain things. But then again, I don't know, my mind just changed, because then again, I feel like it's okay. That's how you keep community, and that's how you keep, that's how I feel like that's how you keep abundance in your life, you know? You have different people for different things, different parts of you, and that's fine. That doesn't mean everybody's your best friend. That doesn't mean everybody deserves that title, okay? It just means I'm cool with different people. We are acquainted through this community, and that's fine, okay? I feel like calling everybody your friends and then letting them like disappoint you or letting them like, you know, make you feel some type of way, it really just messes up your mood, and it messes up your how you perceive life. And it makes people want to go into their shell and become hermits. They don't want to interact with people, and they don't want to deal with people. And it's like, no, life, we need each other to survive. We need each other, because if I was the only person in this world, why am I here? I'm the only person. For what? You know? So it's just like, no one truly wants to be like that. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody wants somebody. And I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm talking about friendships. I'm talking about community, right? Your feelings will be spared a lot more if you give the appropriate titles to people. Okay? That's just how I see it. But yes, guys, that is it for this video. I didn't say anything to offend anybody. I mean, if you are offended, we could talk about it. We could be like, okay, I could just, you know, back and forth, ping pong. It's fine. We could talk. I'm not, you know, not going to hit you. But yeah, guys, that's it for the video. I got to edit. But yeah, that's it. Bye, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe.